Hi team, this is Chris Abraham from GOHacademy. Welcome to the 2026 Go Reading Workshop Series. Now we're going to be doing a whole bunch of new problems involving reading for foundations of reading and reading special exams for teachers that are taking the reading exams in all the different states. Whether you're in Massachusetts or Ohio or Connecticut or North Carolina, wherever it is, or Texas or California, whatever state you're in, we're going to be covering those core ideas in phonological and phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, reading comprehension, these core ideas to help you pass your exams. Use these videos to get better at these exams, to get better at the tests and pass them. Now let's just jump right in. Let's start, let's go, and let's have fun. Okay team, our first set of videos is going to be involving phonological awareness. So this is that skill involving hearing sounds and words. All these activities that we do in all the problems are all oral language or auditory activities. So make sure you think about that. These are all sound activities. And each problem that we'll do will involve something to do with sound, hearing those sounds in spoken language. Let's take a look at our first set of problems. Let's go. All right, team, this is a really fun one. It involves phonemes and phoneme segmentation and looking at a word and analyzing it purely on its phonemes, okay? I want you to take a moment and I want you to read it to yourself. So pause the video now, read it, and we'll use these little Conan boxes or sound boxes to help us answer it, okay? Take a moment now, read the question on your own, go. Okay, team, let's talk about it. Now, this is actually sort of a short question. These sound boxes I added, so they wouldn't be there on the day of the test. But if you just look at the question itself, because this is sort of the question that they would give, something like that right there, with no diagram. I threw that in there to help us with this problem. But imagine you just had that right there. This is a relatively short question. Look at it, the length of it. It's really just, what is this? 2 sentences, right? So it's not that bad. So we should be able to just read maybe even the first line. If we just analyze and took out that first line, okay? You know, we sort of have a beginning and a question, right? So our scenario piece, it's a very short question. It has an opening piece of information, and then it actually has the question. So let's just read it because it's so short. It says here, a teacher is selecting words to use to assess students' ability to segment the individual phonemes in spoken words. Okay, so they're doing some type of phonemic awareness activity where they're asking a student to segment the individual sounds in a word. Okay, which of the following words require the highest level of skill with regards to oral segmenting phonemes? Okay, so here we're looking for which is going to be the highest level of skill, which is going to be the hardest to do what? Orally segment those sounds, right? A lot of times when teachers look at these words, they get confused with phonics, and they start thinking phonics patterns because they see the words and they see the print. And they're thinking, and maybe you're thinking this too, you look at the word chase, and you may be thinking, chase is kind of a challenging word. It's got one of those silent E, VCEs, right? That's not that easy. Or maybe you might see the word catch, right? And you're like, catch has got TCH. That's a trigraph. Three things that make one sound is a trigraph. I'm like, that would be kind of tricky to teach a student. And you start to analyze the question, not in terms of sounds, but you start to analyze it in terms of phonics, right? Because we spend so much time in classrooms teaching students phonics rules, and it's all about systematic phonics. So we save the hard stuff for last, right? So it would make sense if this was a phonics thing that you might pick some of these harder questions, right? Or this one right here. You might pick these ones here because they're harder phonics rule, and we spend most of our time teaching phonics in school. But if we're answering the question, it's not asking for letter sound correspondence patterns. It's asking which would be the hardest involving sound segmentation. So we have to look at the sounds in the word. The word chase, it only has 3 sounds. Ch, a, s. So that's not really a hard word. It's a word with 3 sounds, and in terms of linguistic complexity, that wouldn't be that hard for a child to master, right? They'd only have to acquire 3 sounds to speak the word, right? Or how about the word fudge? Fudge, j. Another word with 3 phonemes. So again, linguistically, not that hard to hear and identify all 3 sounds. Or the word catch, ch. And again, it's got 3 sounds. So let's do that out. Chase, ch. That's 1 sound. The long A and the S. Just 3 sounds. Fudge, ch. Same thing with catch. Catch has only got 3 sounds. Ch. Only 3 sounds. The tricky one is the easiest one, or at least we assume it's the easiest because within phonics, this would be considered a very decodable word, and this would be out of the set, the first one that most students would acquire. But linguistically, it actually is the hardest to hear because it has 5 sounds. Think about it. S, t, and m. Okay, that would be like this one right here. S, t, and m. Okay, and each one of those letters corresponds to a sound. So I could write it out, right? So this one would be considered the most advanced. It has 5 distinct phonemes. The answer would be A. Now, team, you're not given the Elkonin boxes, but on the day of the test, you could easily, on a scrap sheet of paper, work this out, right? And you'd be like chase, ch, ace, or catch, you'd be like k, etch, or then you get to stamp and you'd be like s, t, and m, p, and you'd be like, that's the hardest one. So hopefully you can use Elkonin boxes to help you with questions like this on the day of the test. The answer, team, the hardest one would be A. All right. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, share it with a friend. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, team.